Hello, everybody. Welcome to my show. This is me and my iPad, colloquially and definitely called the APPy Hour. Let's get appy today. Hopefully you can hear me and all that good stuff. I want to say hi to those who are in the chat. I want to say hi to those who are on the lurk. Those numbers are different. And those of you who are going to watch later. First, I'll show off my Brad example tank top. Woohoo! Brad example. So I'd like to welcome, hey, Lori's Mishmash. Oh, it looks like she was here earlier, so I don't know if she's here now. And Jimmy Jazz, sound check. So I hope that means that the sound is checked off. Thomas Christ, whoops, Thomas Christ, hello. I just don't see any comments. I'm feeling a little insecure. I'm waiting for your confirmation, my dears. Do I have it? Therapist Leela is in. Therapy, 5 cents. Free. Hey, Doug Kidder. Headed out for yard work. Sounds fun. It's more fun to be here with your iPad. Oh, I know it's Easter Monday, so everyone's just, are you all in a food coma or something today? Because I know even those of us who don't celebrate such holidays per se do like to celebrate with food. Doesn't everybody? Right on, yes. Slap the like. Thank you for slapping the like. Don't slap me. Don't slap me, baby. Hiya. All right. I'm going to just bring in my beautiful iPad. I have a lot of work to do today. So there's a lot of interesting things you can do with loops. I ain't lying. So let me bring her in. The star of the show, my iPad Isla, and I'm going to my corner. Woo! And here she is, and isn't this a beautiful wave? Wav, I don't know, I call it wave. I don't care. Is now AV3. Yeah, I've heard that. I don't use any of those Korg apps. I have the K oscillator, but I don't really super get into it. Anyway, let's go to Logic real quick because we're starting with Logic today. And I have a project already. Yeah, Korg's going nuts. I really like how they're getting behind their old apps. I really appreciate that. And I'm sure we're going to hear some fabulous stuff from people like Thomas. Yeah, see, Thomas. Right on. So you've all probably watched a show where we have the Hardwell loops. But I'm going to hop over and show you some of those loops. And if you want to filter out your loops, you click on the little hamburger menu. And then you can hop down to soundpacks. I'm just going to pick that new Hardwell one just because, you know, it's a it makes it's a current, right? All right. So I'm just done here, and then I'm going to just choose synth. All right? Maybe like that's bass. And we've got these leads. Meow, Hugh. This one I've been using a lot, so. Meow. Meow, Hugh. Ooh, the Minilab 3 keyboard controller on Saturday. I was gonna probably use my Minilab, my Minilab 1. Here, let me hop back full screen for a sec to do that for you. Weep. See? It's got a lot of cool stuff. I have no, you know me, I barely know how to use it. I just wing it all the time. Alicia! Hello, Alicia. Alicia. Solid MIDI controller, yeah. We got, so... Ooh, this synth is nice. Let's drag in this loop. The tempo information. Yes, let's import the tempo information just for now. We got D major 128. Okay. That's a nice sound. We could probably do something with this sound somewhere. That's a long, long, long. But you get the picture with these. Like if I just dragged in one of these leads. We'll drag it in at 9. Let's go back. I know I'm not going to make a show about using these loops. See, you've heard all this before. But I did other stuff with this. All right. So we stop that. Now we come back over here. I'm going to save this. This is something I've been working on and we might use today. Now we'll open up a session. Loop destruction. Far out. Okay. I think this is our original loop. Remember this? This is what we just did. So what I did is I added this valves thing on here. Whoops, let's make that loop. And then I just gated it. It's one way. Now we unloop it. So this is that same loop right here. It's a little bit faster. It's at 132. See, there it is. So I just added a attack softener. Now it kind of, it kills the attack. And I just use Magic Blur. It's called Dream Catcher in the Bathroom setting. Seagull Rock Squawk. You missed all the action. No, you missed only a little bit of the action. I'm just playing. Right, it does. It sounds really video game. Let's find maybe we find a chip tune. Let's find a chip tune thing in here. Modern chiptune. Ooh, this is a fresh one I've never even used before. So we've got it, it's 132. And I need to check and see what key we're in. We're in A sharp or B flat major. So that is the way you do my, I'm always doing this. So the most common one everyone knows is C to A minor. So you go backwards 3 clock phases. So what did I say this was? It was A sharp, it was B flat. So we go back 3. Because B flat is at 10 a.m. So we go 9, 8, 7. So we went G minor. There we go. Just these two. See? Right? Sweet. We just went crazy. Now we have like a video game soundtrack. That's totally unlike Hardwell. Yay, your birthday's coming up, Licia. See, this is cool. Okay, we'll stop that. And let's see, did I do anything else? Oh, right. All right, let's, just for now, I'm going to save this. Save the loop destruction. Then I'm going to bring up this other file called Loopback Instrument. So we did this last week. I showed you the Loopback Instrument. Now we pull up EG nodes. Because we've got our loop back in here. Now this one's at 70 beats per minute. And here's our guilty. This I just dragged the loop. I had exported the loop from it's just way slower. Okay, this is running. So now we can go over and pick some more of these drums again. We got to go find out what key we're in. We're in F sharp major. Okay, so back over here. F sharp major. You go backwards 3 hours to E flat. Yeah, this music is insane. But it doesn't sound anything like the Hardwell kit, and that's the point. Right? Now I've done some, I actually recorded some. If you take this, you can add, let's take out this one. If we just take this, so this will actually play, and it should also play the notes from this. I don't hear it doing it though. Haha. Ooh. Where you play as a cat? Yeah, exactly. I was converting, see? I'm gonna address this real quick. So what I was addressing was the relative minor of the major. Every time you want to get to the relative minor, and I'll show you this again. Let's unsolo that. Get back to here. I'll show you again. No worries, because this is so important and I had to learn it a bunch of times. So here we go. We're back at the key. Now this is an F sharp major. Notice how I've got my little dots circling F sharp. It's on the clock. It's 6 o'clock, right? So 5, 4, 3 o'clock is where we are for a minor. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that we all got this, right? Hey, Bloody Ritual, welcome. That sounds wicked, right? Okay, let's turn that off. Woo! Whoa, let's not do that. Alright, stop this. And it all just sort of fades out crazy. Hey, I'm glad you got it. Yay! It's honestly, I had to have it jammed into my head with like a cotton swab and some lube. Anyway, let's see. And there's fun things you can do, like let's see. I'm gonna connect. I've connected my little keyboard guy, and I'll show this to you. So when we go into piano, we go to our piano roll, and then we connect this Arturia MIDI lab. And so now, I'm wondering if this is messed up. I'm going to just unplug, replug. Make sure. Well, I don't hear that at all. Oh. Here we go. Is this erotic, meditative? Yes! Right. Well, I can't make it. I'm not making the thing work that was working before. I'll have to try. Let's try it again from scratch. Let's save that. Kill that. Let's make a whole. Let's go to the init patch. Boom. All new, right? So the first thing we're going to do is, oh, first, before we do that, we need to go back and so much to cover today. I'm sorry I'm bouncing around a little bit, but you'll see why when we get there. Okay, so notice how I've got these. So imagine we wanted to turn one of these into a loop. What would we do? Let's see. Bounce in place. No, we wouldn't want to do that. So I'm thinking what we would do is, we have this Andromeda. Let's take this Andromeda and I'll show you how I exported it. Make sure, one of the first things you need to do, we'll close this, is take your end and hold it, because if you want a loopable sample. So here it is, exactly 16 bars, right? So now you take our project and, take the project, export, and here we're going to go Andromeda. Andromeda Hardwell. Now we have it as an uncompressed wave, entire project length, export all tracks as individual audio files. And now we look at our processing details, we don't include an audio tail. So we include the effect plugins, we include the volume and pan automation, everything we don't have the export on. Hey, Robbie! Welcome, welcome! Beaver's in the chat! Right, so now we click share. This takes no time at all. So I put it to audio share, which if you don't own audio share, you should just freaking own audio share, right? So now we've got this. Now I would just suggest watching Jade's show for this whole bit, to show all the different ways you can use the sampler. I'm just going to click in the audio sampler, and I'm going to, when you click on, this is what we're going to do now. So, okay, we opened, if you saw what I did, I clicked plus, I clicked audio sampler, this one right here, audio / sampler. And then I clicked this, if you know how to use UG nodes, you know what I'm doing here. And here we go. Now we've got I think I have not MIDI'd. I don't see a place to put MIDI. Oh, and then the next thing you do is click and you add what's called the piano roll. And let's add any old instrument. Let's add Cantoria, an organ. Let's see. Hold gets. I just clicked the input, and there we go. Sounds like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. So anyway, here you guys go. The recent show on the EG Node sampler, right as what Thomas said. Nothing to the instrument in the piano, nada. Yeah, I added nothing, but I had to connect. You're correct. Good morning, Jade. I had to connect the Arturia Mini Lab. So, out of here, and then we come over here and connect. See, look at all these other things we have. Launchpad sync source, but we've got the mini lab is in there, and then we also want this node 1 audio in there. And now oh, you don't put anything in the instrument, maybe. Maybe that's what we're talking about. Jade's always like, yeah, you're right, I did. I put Cantoria like a dumbass. I get it. You long press, delete. Now you put nothing. Okay. Now, node 1 audio. Well, it's saying it's got something. Sampler. Oh my. Oh yeah, we gotta toggle it on. Gotta toggle them both on. Ha ha! Let's do this again. Toggle, toggle, toggle. This is why you pay the big bucks to watch me. Woohoo! Interesting. Let's not solo. So we've got this. This is here. Let's see, I know we can record some MIDI in here in any event. But I do not know. Maybe it's because I have it. I do not understand why I'm screwing it up. It makes some rock and roll. Ha! I thought that was noise from it. Anyway. Well, that would have been fun. But you can do other things with it. Like, for example, let's actually load up let's use Sample Wiz 2. I thought I could do this before, but you know, see, this is what I'm doing this stuff real time, and I do that for the very reason that I want you guys to see what it's like when you run into problems. That this is how you end up like fixing them or working around them, because nothing worse than something that doesn't work. Okay, now see. I'm going to be like, see, now we can make this into a synth. So, let's start. Now we need some MIDI in here, so we'll just record some random MIDI. Hey, there we go. Now I've got the noise. Oh, right, because it's in. All right, we'll record this. We may need more bars. Let's get 4 bars. No, I don't think you can put the loop in the... Anyway, so here's just a, you know, we have this at least. We make this one like... We sync and warp. Haha. Because we're at 120 now. So now that we've got this, we'll change our sample. Oop. Oop, 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 oop. I forgot how to get a new loop in there. Odd. This is why we just keep trying. I just open, so instead I'll open up, add another window, and we'll add files. This is why you just go over and over again. I swear that I did some of this beforehand and it worked then. So, but that's good. So it doesn't matter. The best thing to do. Okay, let's find that another Hardwell synth. Like, bring that one in. Boom. Now that should be in there because I saw it. Now we go, watch. Why is it 16? Drag over the top. I did. I've got this new one in here, but I can't make it play the whole thing. I mean, this sounds like crap, obviously. Yeah, that would be scary. You can actually, though, with this one, you can free associate this. It warps. We could make it whatever. Woo, 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 woo. I just want it to play the whole thing, and it won't. But I've got other cool things to do. You can see that it does work in, we'll move on, because I have tons of stuff to do here. It's slower. I'm gonna go out of here. Just go. Just go. We'll come back into Logic. Oh, next we have Loopmix. Loopmix does crazy stuff. This looks good. Loopmix. Now, I used a pack. I made a pack called, let's see, user presets. Need my glasses. Oh, glasses. External webcams, really? That's cool. What did I... Oh my God. I have like food on my glasses. Today, I was so prepared and all of a sudden everything just went to hell. Right? Okay. So I called this one Hardwell. So Hardwell Logic Synth. Okay. So if you want to, we look at this and you'll have to, you probably won't be able to see this, but I put in 6 of these synths. And we still have it at 120, which is what it does. So, whoops. So now listen. This sounds really different, yeah? Doesn't sound anything like the original ones. Especially if you mess with these, they could sound really cool, right? Ooh, that one sounds really good. Let's save this one. We can actually make this a loop by exporting the audio. Now we go and we stuff that into audio share. Loopmix loop. We'll probably want to rename that because that doesn't sound like a very memorable name. Rename file. Rename. Alright, so let's go Hardwell. What, this is 120 BPM, so just so you know. Sounds pretty decent. Alright, so there's one way of using it. I'm going to close Loopmix and Logic Pro. You open it up. I don't know why EG Nodes always goes wrong for me when I am live. It's my fault. Apparently it requires patience. All right, so now let's find the bass. We're gonna do this. We're gonna make our own pack and we're gonna put it into Loopmix. So let's just delete these. Delete. Hey, MIDI. All right, let's make an audio. Now we come back in, we find these, and we click off synth, and we go to bass. These are all the Hardwell basses, so let's check them. Ooh, I love those. All right, we'll put in a building block bass. Let's import that tempo information. So we're at 132. And I like this. And what was this one? There we go. Tremor Bear synth. We want 6. We can use 6 things. Nope, that's a MIDI one. We'll check that out later. And there we go. We'll just put the first 6 bass loops in there and let's listen to them all at once. Pretty wild. Right on. So just undo these loops now. Whoops. I've lost you guys. There you are. Yay, you got Xbox. How exciting. Okay, the next thing we do, like I said before, we drag the end. These are 4-bar loops. Great. We got 4 4-bar loops. I'm so proud of you, Matty. Now we export again, and we type in a name. Hardwell Bass. Oops. Hardwell Bass Loops. And all tracks as individual audio files. We've already checked. We don't include the audio tail because we're looping these, right? Now share. Now we audio share. Yes, we want to extract the contents of this zip file. So now we have, we have 6 awesome new loops. So we might be able to let's open Loopmix again and create this loop pack. So once again, we click this init patch. Now on the right hand side, notice there's all the patches where we put these in. And now I'm going to put them in 1 Hardwell Bass. And I'm just going to go 2, then 3, then 4. I may you guys guess what's next. And 6. There we go. Look at all these. Now we come back to our init pat. Let's save these because that's a lot of work. And we go Hardwell Bass. Save. All right. Now we check and let's listen. That's way different. So I can set this to infinitely change. It changes every time. Listen. There we go. Now you've made a whole new bass line out of this old bass line, right? Insane! This is what I do best, guys. All right, let's get rid of old Loopmix again. Let's bring back Loopmix. We're finished with this in Logic Pro anyway. Let's delete these 6. The way you multi-select, well, let's multi-select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 5 of them because if you delete them all, then hold down. Whoop. Oh, yeah, unclick that and then go. Whoop. All right, now we delete. Delete tracks and regions. Bye-bye. All right, now we have this. We go back to our loops. Now I've got an idea. I bet we could use the MIDI in the MIDI loops to run a different app. Do you think? Hey, it's Lady Campion. Hello. I just used an app that's available on. Anyway, the same thing goes for you can use exactly pretty much what I've done here is pretty much what you do in GarageBand too. If you've only got GarageBand and not Logic. So let's really quickly just go through that on GarageBand just for you guys. Because if that's all you've got, GarageBand is important to use to create a song. And let's go with loops. Oh. Audio recorder. I'm not sure I meant to do that, but here's our loop library. Now, in here you filter by soundpacks, and I find a sound pack. That's the new one. Or have I downloaded them all? So we'll just do a different one. Let's do alpha waves. Okay. So all the loops, you go back, abstract memories. So you take this and just pop it in here. Now this is already just 8 bars long, so perfect. So if you've only got one loop, which is probably what I would do. Now we'll double check what's we use the wheel. It's 110 beats per minute and C major. I'm just leaving it that way. So then my song 14. Okay. So then you long press my song 14 and share song uncompressed wave. Don't put any of this other stuff in there. And then you just share it. It'll normalize it though. And then you put it in audio share. You have your whole song. It's gonna say, let's look, okay. My song 14. Long press means hold it down until something happens. Hi, Mixie. So I'm going to call this, rename. We'll call it Alpha Synth 110 BPM C major. All right. Now we have a wave. Sweet. That's why I do 3 shows a week. So something for everyone, baby. Perfect. So wow, we have all these exciting things we could do this. We could use that in EG nodes like I just showed you. So that was easy. Let's close GarageBand because GarageBand will probably use up resources that I don't want to use right now. We'll come back to Logic. We'll delete that. Now, coming back to loops, let's find the loops. I'm going to come back and use synth. And let's find the green ones. Let's import that tempo. So now we're at, nope. There we go. Black hole synth gate. We'll solo this track. Whoops. We got to make sure our song ends. Wow, how did our song get so far down? Whee! Hold it till something happens. Does it have a right angle power cord at the back? No. I'm running it off of my... Here we go. All right, now this is... So, and we want to cycle this. So cycle the selection. This is so it plays over and over again. Okay, now let's try something here. Let's open up EG Nodes again. And this time, let's open another piano roll. We'll take this agonizer synth. Yeah, whatever noise, right? But let's connect Logic Pro Virtual Out and see what happens. We might have to connect a Logic, let's see. We might have to... I might have to sync it to out. Make sure our virtual out. Hey, Giggles, what's up? Settings, MIDI. Logic Pro Virtual In. It's got to have an out. It looks like I can turn almost anything in it, though. Look at all this goody stuff. Maybe it needs to be... Maybe I'll put the sound down. Just play it. Now we'll try, let's come back. Logic Pro Virtual Out is in. MIDI out. Well, didn't hear that. Let's try that in AUM. Why not? There's a chance. We could probably use, oh yeah, I've got a bet. Let's try using a Logic instrument in here. Maybe piano roll. Let's pick a note chord. Let's pick the agonizer here. Let's pick the in as this out. Maybe loop back. I want loop back out. Let's see if I can loop back out of Logic. We'll be like, loop back out. It's a MIDI effects, I think. Let's check it. Loop back. Oops. Loop back one MIDI. Now we come back in here. Maybe we create a loop back in. Or MIDI effects. MIDI effects is down here. Now we'll check for loop back. Whoops. Loop back one MIDI. Now we come back over to Logic and see if we can roll that. running. The MIDI should be going out, should be coming in here. Nope. Well, right? A retro game stream? Nah, I didn't figure that out, but let's try AUM because AUM's sometimes easier for me. Let's see if we get this audio. Let's just pick a random synth. Butter synth. Let's use the whatever standard sound and let's go Logic Pro Virtual out. I don't hear anything. And we'll take this loop back out. Maybe that's it. Well, I don't understand. Well, this is bad. But that's okay. We can just keep going. We'll use Logic and we'll add, where's my Logic? There we go. Turn it on and off. Buttery goodness, right? But we can add a different instrument in here. We can replace this with butter synth. Now let's turn this back up. Some Tex Cow, hello. Wow, 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 wow. Black hole synth gate. Dee, 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 dee. I mean, we could try something like audio to MIDI. But I'm not ready for that. That'll be a different show. So, right, I'm going to go back to, let's back to AUM. And we'll just add one of these audio. Let's add a Loopmix. Let's go Loopmix. Whoops, I keep going. And we've got 120, so let's find our patch that we just made. See, this is the thing. We just keep doing stuff until we have stuff. You can't just you just can't let not knowing what to do stop you. You can hardwell bass. There we go. Now, we can take, now here's where you can start doing really crazy stuff. Let's slow machine. That's the same tempo, but it's slowed way down. That's making a whole new bass. This is called Bassline Maker. Let's record a little bit of this and make sure we know what key we're in. I'm going to record like... All right, we'll stop that. Now we'll go listen. We'll go find our loopback instrument. Whoops. No. Well, I just screwed that up. I added something and I screwed it up. I'm having one of those days, guys. I didn't even know I was having one of those days until I got in front of a camera. Anyway, we did record that, so let's go back. Files. No, it's sessions. Oh my God, files. Not sessions, recordings. Here we go. Now let's send this out to Chord AI. You'll see, we'll still have music at the end of this. We have an 8-bar loop. It's an A. So this MIDI, now we could turn this into a MIDI file, why don't we? It's an 8-bar MIDI file, so it's a loopable MIDI file. So I'm coming over here. I just clicked that. Where did you see? If you could have missed it if you just blinked. Then I click as export as MIDI file, and then we say bass Hardwell bass loop A Mage. This was 120 BPM. All right. Audio share. Now look, we've got a little boom boom, ba-da boom boom, ba-da boom boom, ba-da boom boom. Right? Now, watch, we go back. Now, whoops. Now I'll open up EG Nodes. Where's EG Nodes? Because this will be fun. Now we'll take this piano roll, make this a little smaller. You tap the 3 dots on top, boop, add another window. I want to add files. Click. Here we go. Now we've just got this Hardwell bass. We hold that and until you see the little green plus, drop. And now now we'll just play whatever sound comes through. Wow. Sounds awesome. I know, I'm switching around. Like rad. We'll just throw a little. This is that alpha synth thing. So since we know what key we're in, I'm going to add a generative. We're going to use something pretty like rings effects. And we'll find a pretty, like a pad. Ancient Egyptians, why not? And then we come in here and remember what we found out? We found out we were in an A. let's grab an A. Let's grab an A3 here. And not a chromatic one, but an A major. And then we toggle it on. Oops. Well, that sounds kind of rad, huh? Now we've just got this. We would just slow this way down. Like bring in a... And so here what I've got saved nodes. Check a saved node. Loop back instrument. Going back over here, I've got my loop back instrument set up. Now let's... This is a little different of a vibe, so what kind of vibe do we want? Let's look in our 120s. Cosmic Journey. Okay, A major. I know this is crazy, right? Is F sharp minor. Let's check our volume. Double check. Let's go back in our volume. There we go. So creepy. If you went back and think, I wonder about that. If you come in here, we could turn this way down. And you can set this so that probabilities are down, like not every note will play every time. That was wild, yeah? See if we can get this to play too. So weird, right? Just sounds wicked and weird and wild. Alright, but just imagine. Let's save this and not call it new project whatever blah 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 blah, because because that gets confusing, you hop this over and then you click the edit and you type in a name. Let's be like Hardwell Crunched. Yeah, I'm just trying to show people new ways to do stuff. This is just simply with using different stuff. I'm now gonna just flip this off. Wow, it's gonna go away. Yeah. We'll leave Launchpad there. We'll leave this instrument because we might want to use that. And let's open back up a Logic. Get this mixer out of here. Let's find something more fun. Go back to our loops. Let's make sure we've got our Hardwell sound pack. So I'm just doing Hardwell just so because you guys have all been listening to it lately. So we want to know how different it sounds from how it really is, right? Ooh, I love that crash. Top that in. Let's make this like make this a lot smaller. Okay, and we'll make our song about 16 bars long. There we go. We have a 16-bar song. Okay, we got a crash. Let's see. So we'll unsolo that. Now we're gonna move these out. Oh, first we need to. Yep, we got the crash in. We'll loop this. We'll loop it all the way to the end. We'll loop this one all the way to the end. No, we'll loop that for. Here we go. Just make a really short song, right? Here we go. Dust synth brass. No, he'll add it to the end. Whoops. Oh no. End it exactly right because we want it to end exactly exactly 16 bars. Boop, there we go. Now let's just listen to this real quick. We could put some black hole atmosphere. Here we go. We'll just throw that in. We'll just put the black hole atmosphere on the whole track. We love black hole atmosphere. All right. Now this sounds like something. So now we do things in here because this is like already sounds. So let's do something dramatic, like change the tempo dramatically. Let's go way down. Let's go take the tempo down to half. It was 128. That's 64. So now let's listen. Sounds way different already. Our Already very interesting. So next we'll take this synth. We'll make a different sound. Butter synth has tons of sounds. Butter synth. Butter. It's butter. All right, now we'll find something. Ooh, that sounds nice. All right, so the next thing you would do, obviously, you want to change the sound. You don't want it to sound all the same. So you would take better synth and maybe take off some of this. Maybe get rid of these other. Remove that, and let's see what this sounds like now. Let's solo this. Nice. So if we wanted it to sound like, let's say we wanted it to sound destructed, we could go quantum distortion. Just add a patch on there. Built-in presets. This is a synth, so I don't know, Zanshin. Droneifier. There we go. We've made it into a drone. That's very different. And then we add something like, let's add Stellar Vox, which will give it some insane. Let's pick something. Nova Voxus. Now just tweak some knobs. Whee! There we go, we get a little tone in. We got tone 2. Let's back there. There we go. All right, now we unsolo. Sounds way different, doesn't it? We'll add one more thing and then we'll head on over to Jade's. What was I just going to do? I was going to add something to this synth lead. Just find an audio effect. Oh, right. I'm going to find something that like, let's use astrometry. This will like make it bounce around. Let's solo that. Whoops. sounds different now. Ooh, Riyadh, I could have used that today, but I didn't need anything else to mess me up. There we go, Hartwell. I bet if we left it, let's draw it out a couple of. Come on, draw it. Come on, let go out. I mean, this is our 16 band thing. Yeah, it feels like the 80s, man. Woo. All right, let's just add 2 more things and see if we can see if what happens to our tail. Oops. I don't know if you want to live in the 80s at all. There's a whole bunch of different things to do with these freaking loops. I'm sorry that I messed up, but you will see I will be revisiting some of this goodness for when I do my audio to MIDI explosion kind of vibe. I'm going to spend some time making sure that I've got stuff that will work for you. So next up, we have Jade Star with the Reanimatic sound pack in-app purchase for Playbeat 3. So awesome! And I will see you tomorrow. I haven't got my show up yet, but I will be doing art. No surprise. I may be working on, if I get the clips, we'll be working on a channel trailer. Fun. All right, you guys, I am going to come up in and say goodbye to you with my facey face. I don't know if you noticed, but I have a haircut. Anyway, I will see you guys all over at Jade's.